see we have Burlington and Huntsville, Alabama. It's like some Burberry for her. I'm in the women's section. Let's see what you see. I think some Michael Kors or something. I don't know. We're gonna make our way down to the men's section. I've been telling y'all about that masterpiece right there. You definitely need to get it. Anybody know anything about those right there? That's a classic. I bought that polo right there. I don't advise you to do it. It's just, smells great, but it just does not perform. Uh-oh, what we got down here on the bottom? Jackpot. Assad. I already got that though. What else we got? Some more Lattafa. Which one is that? I can't tell, but it's coming home with me. Those two, and that's Assad right there, which I already had. I'm bringing that home with me too. Got one more right down here. Something told me to come over here. Something told me to come over here. Yep. Okay. So now you know what we're gonna get. So now you have to stay tuned to the end of the video. And some chrome. Some Eros. Eros is a really good fragrance. It tends to be overpriced in places like this. That's Guess. Huge fan of Guess. I don't know anything about that one though. I think that's for the ladies. Pan back out over here and see what they got. See what they got. Those Michael Jordans right there. The red box. Really good fragrance. I had that many years ago. I do recommend you pick it up. It's a clone of something. I can't really remember what. Never tried those Passions. The Chrome United right there is a decent scent. Those Guess, they're pretty good too. What is this? Royalty? Anybody know anything about that? Look at all the Real Madrids. I promise you, that is definitely worth the look price. And I saw this. That's a Lattafa as well. Looks like we're gonna make it a Lattafa day, as long as the prices aren't ridiculous. All right, guys, I'm gonna make a couple more stops, but I did hit a jackpot on this one. See you soon. All right, guys, we are at stop number 2. And let's see what we got in here. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. The Abercrombie & Fitch Away, that's pretty decent scent. We do have Ralph Club. That's not the Elixir though. That Mont Blanc Explorer Blue. Decent. I'm gonna tell them what the price is. Let's slide around here. That Chrome. That Hollister Jake is a pretty good one. While I'm over here, I'll go to the unboxed stuff. So they've got a ton of it. I don't know what any of this is or what it's supposed to be. Looks like a few Contras right there. Seems like I bought this out of this TJ, out of this Marshalls years ago, and this is a good one, man. That is a great little fragrance right there. Now, if y'all see anything, should have commented on it. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's a little Cremo set. Guessing that probably smells like something from the Valentinos. I think I've got that one. You know what that's supposed to be. That's a clone of Jubilation Man. This is an interesting looking bottle. I'm guessing that's a Dior clone. I will smell that here in just a minute. Got my hands full right now. I can't. Okay. All right, let's go back to this side and see what I missed. More of the same. There's that Lattafa. That is beautiful for $16, guys. I mean, you can't beat that one. All right, that's gonna be just about it. Let me see if I can get the top off of this right here. That smells nice. It smells real nice. But that does remind me of something from Dior. Maybe it's Dior Home Intense. That's nice. It's real nice. For $16, if I didn't already have Dior Home, I'll show that to you so in case you see it and you want to pick it up. That's good. The stem, the wine pretending to be a stem gave it away, but yeah. Good smelling fragrance, just not for me. Sit that down. But that is all. I think I'm just gonna head home. I've been out all day and I'm ready to get a little bit of rest. I don't know what those two, that red box is right there. I can't see it because of the way it's turned. So I don't know what that might be. I'm gonna go peek at the women's and see if they got anything stuck over there. And we'll holler at you guys later. Okay, we've made it to the ladies' side and a few things catch my eye. Like that alt right there. I smell those both. There we go. Nothing just jumps out at me over here. Coach, got some Gucci. I don't know anything about women's fragrances there. I'll be the first person to tell you. Versace. Is it SoCal? Some Clean. Let me see what we got over here. All right, guys. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. What's up, people? At the last and final stop. I like that cap. I don't know what that smells like. Let's see. Yeah, it smells okay. It's been a good day of shopping and fragrance hunting. I've already spotted one that I'm fixing to pick up. And of course, this is in the opened section. Of course, there's the case. We smelled this earlier. That's a good little fragrance. But I'm going to get this one right here. Yep, $14.99. I'm gonna get that. Pretty sure I know what that smells like. Yep. Got to have it, got to have it, got to have it. And there's that one. Turn that around for y'all. I've already got that one. It's pretty good. Strong. Very, very strong. All right, now let's see what we got in the case. Burberry must be dumping a lot of fragrances because we have a ton of Burberry. And I mean a ton. There's that chrome. A ton of Burberry. See what we got around for. More Burberry. That Hollister is a really good fragrance. Over here, Kenneth Cole Black. I just sold off most of my Kenneth Cole. All right, guys. is it. That is stop number 3. And we're out.
What's going on, everybody? You guessed it, it's your boy Trey Sense. And I know you can tell by the previous videos, we did an impromptu shopping spree / fragrance haul yesterday. And I went to the rack stores. I wasn't looking for anything in particular, hoping to find a few different fragrances. I was hoping to find that Ralph Club Elixir that people have been finding, and maybe a few Lattafa fragrances. And as you can see by the video, I did find a few Lattafa fragrances, as well as a Milestone fragrance that I saw probably 2 years ago when Milestones first started hitting the rag stores, and I completely slept on it. I was just like, got enough clone fragrances, didn't really know how good Milestone was at that time, and every time I went back to try to get it, it was not there, but I ran into it, so I scooped it up. So let's get into it, and this is sort of the good, the bad, the ugly in this fragrance haul, because not everything I got was so good. Okay, so let's get the bad out of the way. First of all, from the house of Lattafa, I'm going to try to pronounce this. This is Lyle Malik by Lattafa. No. I advise you guys to stay away from this. I'm just going to tell you off the top, it's not my kind of fragrance. The bottle is decent. I don't understand what the hell the horse has to do with this fragrance at all, because it is a rose-based fragrance. Is it horrible? No, it's not, especially when you spray it on skin. The problem that I have with the fragrance is 2 things. 1, it lasts a very long time. 2, it's a rose-based fragrance, and when you get to the rose at the very end, you're gonna be smelling like Sister Gertrude at the back of the church that wears the hat. You know, we've all been to church. I mean, I had this on my hand, and I was sitting around with it on, and I started talking funny, and the next thing I know, I was singing, "I'm coming up on the rough side of the mountain," and was getting ready to do the church annulments. So I was just like, no, it's just a no for me. All jokes aside, it's just not for me. Now, if you're the type of guy, it's a unisex fragrance. So if you're the type of guy that's been looking for a rose-based fragrance, enter at your own risk. But this one right here, for me, is a no. So we're going to put this back in the box. I haven't decided whether I'm going to give this to a lady friend of mine, because she's got a birthday coming up, or take it back. It was only $16.99, so I figured no harm in trying, but I can't with this one. It's just, no. Now, to the good. This is from the house of Lattafa, and it is Kawa, I think is how you pronounce that. Kawa, maybe. Great presentation. Got this big old sturdy box, which is nice. Throw that right there. Then it's got the bottle sitting off in there like that. Slides out. Nice plaque. And then here you have the juice. And this is a flanker to the original Kamara. Man, who names these fragrances? Now, this one I like a lot. I think I don't even have to put that up to my nose. That right there. This is nice. This is instantly one of the best smelling fragrances I have in my entire collection, especially when you take price into consideration. It's nice. It is nice. So what you get is a little bit of a spicy, boozy, appley, brandy. I think I know the original Kamara is a clone of what Angel Share. I think this one shares a little bit of that Angel shares with a little bit more spice, but it's good. It's really, really good. And I paid $34 for this one, which was $4 cheaper, $4 or $5 cheaper than what it was on Fragrance Net. So I figure that is a win. That is a win. And this one is everything that you want it to be. It lasts a long time. It's great for the upcoming fall, winter seasons that we're going into. If you should happen to pick this one up at TJ Maxx or Burlington, where I found it, I don't think I've seen any Lattafas at TJ Maxx yet, but I have at several at Burlington. As a matter of fact, this would be the 1, 2, 4th if I wasn't taking this monstrosity back. It would be the 4th one, I think, that I picked up at Burlington. But yeah, this is good. This is good. This is one that you can get, you can wear now. It's a little heavy for the summer, I think, but summer day. You can pull it off in the evening time. It will make a great evening time. It will make a great clubbing or bar scene if you're going to a cigar lounge, if you happen to have one of those in your area. It's just nice. This is good. This is worth the hype. This is worth the money. $34 for this quality of a juice is great. And I'll be the first person to tell you, if you look on Mercari, you can find this fragrance anywhere from $25 to $30 maybe. I've seen some asking about $50. Don't pay that. Keep in mind, the price point that you want to be at and under is the $40 price point, because you can get it brand new, unsealed for $40 on Fragrance Net. I didn't look at Fragrantica, but that's the price point. Whether you're shopping at eBay or Mercari, that's your price point. Or you can get up and try your Burlingtons and see if you can find one there. But spicy, boozy, appley, brandy is just great. I think this is just a great scent. And yes, I could have easily ordered it from, anywhere that I wanted to order it from, but the hunt and getting out and hunting and being in different environments and going to different places is what it's all about to me. Getting out, getting some dirt underneath your shoes and some wind in you, letting the wind hit my hair, and just things like that. Just being out in the environment is what I've always enjoyed. I enjoyed hunting before I even had a channel. I would still go fragrance hunting and be like, man, and I still get excited about that. So yeah, but this one is a gem, and that is Kamara Kauai by Lattafa. That's a good one. This next one we're gonna do sort of a first impression on, and I picked this up at my second stop in the Huntsville. No, this was actually in Madison. Which Huntsville and Madison are neighboring cities. For those of you who don't know, Madison is the county name. Is the name of the county that Huntsville is in. Madison used to be a really small little city, but with Huntsville having no place to grow, Madison is growing. It's like the fastest growing city in the entire state of Alabama right now. So there's a TJ Maxx and Ross and everything but a Burlington. There's a Marshall's, 2 or 3 Rosses, and a TJ Maxx there. I actually don't go to the TJ Maxx in Huntsville because it's way out of the way. I go to the TJ Maxx in Madison. So I say all that to say, I stopped at the Marshalls in Madison and did make a purchase. And it is from the house of Hollister, which is a brand that I thoroughly enjoy, and it's a brand that I like. I was told about this fragrance by one of my subs. I had seen it but never picked it up, but it's from the house of Hollister, and it is simply entitled SoCal. So we're gonna do a little bit of a first impressions here. I can get this big old thing out of the box. They had 2 different bottles, and it's funny, they had this one locked up, and then they had one that wasn't locked up. They had a 1.7 ounce for $12 and some change that wasn't locked up. This one was $24 and some change. So I said, you know what? $12 for 1.7 ounce or $24 for a 6.7 ounce. To me, the better value was just this. Do I need this much juice? No. I don't even know if I'm gonna like it. But for the value, I just felt like this was the better way to go for me. Now, if if that 1.7 ounce had been $9.99, shit, I might have got it, but it wasn't. It was $13. Well, this one was $26. So I thought double the money, triple the juice. So that's the direction I went. So see that dark juice? I like that bottle. Very classic, very timeless, very easy. So here we go. We're gonna see what this SoCal is like. I have several fragrances from the house of Hollister. Boy, this thing is hard to spray. And I absolutely love Hollister fragrances. I think they're really good, inexpensive fragrances. As that cap just snapped into place. Oh, I can smell that from here. Okay. One important detail. This is a cologne concentration. About the only fragrances that I have that come in cologne concentrations on the regular are Tommy Bahamas. Most of those are EDCs or whatever. I like it. I like it. You definitely get that freshness that you expect from a fragrance called SoCal and from a company from Hollister. It smells like a Hollister fragrance. 100% smells like a Hollister fragrance. Is it the reinvention of the wheel here? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Is it worth the purchase? Yes, and I'm going to tell you why. Christmas is coming up. We just hit October. As a matter of fact, it's October the 1st. So that means you can start counting down the days to Christmas. So the rack stores are fixing to be covered up with fragrances. But if you have a teenage son, or you have a person in your life that you want to get a fragrance and they're just a minimalistic person and they're not gonna like something, or they're not really gonna understand something, again, it smells like apple, cinnamon, brandy, very complex type of fragrance like this one. This is the complete opposite, but it still smells good. Again, no particular note really jumps off of me, but the vibe that I get from this is just being in the California sun, on the beach with the breeze blowing through your hair. Just, just easy. A little bit aquatic, a little bit woody, maybe driftwood, so to speak. Just a little bit of just an aromatic, airy, slightly woody fragrance. That's what you have with this. Again, is it the reinvention of the wheel? No. But will I think a teen guy would like this? Yes. Is it gonna be a fragrance that projects for hours? No. No. Is it gonna be a fragrance that lasts as long as this horse galloping down the Soul Train line? No. 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 No to the no. But is it going to be a good fragrance that smells good and stays on? Yeah. Yeah. This is a nice, solid pickup, especially, now in my collection, is it going to get a whole lot of wear? No, it's not. But am I going to keep it? Yeah, I'm going to keep it. But is it going to get a lot of wear? No, it's not. But again, I say again, Hollister is a fragrance house that I like. I don't have any Hollister apparel, but the fragrances I do like. I rocks with Hollister hard, and I like this one, and I think it's going to be a good one. I don't know what it is with boozy fragrances today, but that's kind of boozy. But nonetheless, I like that. I like that a lot. It may be my scent of the day, but again, it's got this richness and this just simple, minimalistic style that a lot of people are going back to. It's funny how, they say the more things change, the more they stay the same. And I feel that because, fragrances used to be heavy with 55 notes in them, and they were all dark and rich like polo green and things like that. And then we got away from that. And then now you have companies making that same style of fragrance and charging $300 or $400 for it, like, the Clive Christensens of the world and things like that, and the Rosiers. They all make that barbershop fougere fragrance, and they charge an arm and a leg for it when you still go out here and buy Dunhill in the spiral bottle. and get the same type of effect for $12 or $13. But I digress from that. You just have to, you know, set your limitations and know what you want. But I do like that. I do like that. The longer it stays on my skin, it just comes across as nice, fresh, really, really good. Now, to the one that I passed up on 2 or 3 years ago when I first started seeing the Milestones in the stores and just thought it was just going to be a cheap knockoff, whatever, that wasn't going to smell very good or last or perform. And boy, was I wrong. But I was happy to be able to circle the block on this one. And this is, what is this? Taxco. And this is a smell. Well, it is a smell. This is a this is a clone of Tuxedo by YSL, and I have Sensual Obsessions version of this as well, and it's a monster as well. Every time I wear Sensual Obsessions version, I get a compliment on it. I'm talking about, I was at the time clock one day clocking in, and the guys from the meat department were walking up, and they stopped and they said, "Trey, what do you wash your clothes in?" And I said, what do you mean? They was like, "Man, you just smell good." I said, "That's my cologne." And I was trying to explain to them what it was. Well, yeah, I have this now. Now, of course, you're going to get a little bit better quality of a fragrance with the Sensual Obsessions. Great atomizer, but for $12, $14, this is pretty doggone good too, especially seeing that you get 100 ml of it. And what I'll end up doing is probably layering the two. This is nice. This is nice. And I also rocks with Milestone. I am a huge fan of Milestone. And the reason why is because, and it's so funny, the young lady was wrapping this up for me when I purchased it, because it doesn't come in a box or anything. She was wrapping this up for me. She goes, "Man," and she dropped it. She goes, "Man, that's a really thick bottle." Everything about this fragrance and this fragrance line is really quality. And I'm not just saying that, I'm just being honest with you. If you've been on the fence and was like, you know what, I don't know if they have a www.milestone or whatever, Google Milestone, look at their fragrance list. Yes, it is a clone house, but what I can tell you is I have yet to buy one fragrance from Milestone that I didn't feel when I had the bottle in my hand of, this is a nice quality bottle. This is a nice quality atomizer, and then the scent that comes out of it again. Quality. That is the best way I can explain it. So for $15, guys, again, Christmas is coming up. Nice little stocking stuffer. You can get that for your son. You can get it for your daughter. You can get it for yourself. Whatever. Milestone makes really good fragrances. Now, again, my top go-tos for clones are obviously Sensual Obsessions and Dapper Fragrances. Those are just my two. And then I like Lattafa, as you see. And again, I have several Milestones. I think I have the entire Velvet line that they put out, or whatever it's called. And I'm not disappointed with any of it. They are all really good fragrances. I was tickled to death with this haul. If you watched the earlier part of the video, you saw the excitement in my voice when I saw the Lattafas again. For me, it's all about getting out on the hunt and just, you know, and I was sitting in the parking deck after I left my doctor's office, and I was contemplating, do I just want to go home? I just want to go home. And I thought to myself, you know what, it's not that hot today. What's it gonna hurt? So, you know, I put it in my GPS, you know, which I really didn't need, but anyway, I digress. I made it and was like, yeah, when I got there, I was glad. I knew something kept telling me, you need to go. Now, I didn't go, there's a Ross right next door. I didn't even bother to go in there, but anyway, this was a good haul. I'm very satisfied with it, all except for Mr. Ed here. He got to go, but everything else I am super pleased with, and I think these fragrances will serve me well in my collection for a very long time. The Hollister is freshening up. The longer it stays on my skin, the fresher it gets. Whew, man, that Kamara is doing what it does Really, really seductive date night, evening out scent. The Taxco is exactly what I hoped it would be on my skin, which is a nice, dressy citrus. That fall wedding, spring, summer wedding, just a dressy grown man citrus is what that is, and I love it. So, yeah. Happy hunting, my guys. Happy hunting. Anyway, thank you all for being the best part of this channel. Listen. Last time I checked, we were 28 subs away from 5 golden rings. 28 subs away from 5,000 subs. So, encourage you to sub if you haven't. Let's get to 5,000 subs so I can hit my boy Travis Gearhart up over at Dapper, and my boy Kevin Holt over at Sensual, and my boy JB over at JB Butters, and be like, what we gonna give away? What we gonna give away? Because your boy Treyway is now Trey 5K. So we need to make that happen so we can put together a little giveaway. All right, guys, man. Please, if you're a praying person, I don't know anybody affected by the storms and everything, but just seeing the footage of our brothers and sisters that are in parts of Tennessee, which just sits right on top of me, and North and South Carolina. You know, if you're a praying person, please be in prayer for those people, because I mean, some of those towns are never going to be the same. When you're talking about streets wiped out, bridges wiped out, infrastructures gone. So if y'all would, you know, just say a little prayer for those people impacted by that. I mean, it's crazy. And another storm, I think, is coming. So, but anyway, not trying to dampen the mood, just trying to say, let's just be thoughtful of our brothers and sisters that are out there going through it. You know, I'm thankful that I'm not. So, but tomorrow it could be me, as I live in Tornado Alley. So, but with that being said, listen, I love you all. God bless you all, and thank you for being the best part of this channel. Until next time, guys. Peace.